Yeah. Good morrow, you filthy animals.
Peace. What up, y'all? Happy Sunday. You know what I mean? Oh, I forgot to put my ringer on. Oh,
Yes.
so did you? Oh.
We all jacked up here.
You know what I'm saying? But peace, what's going on, y'all? Happy Sunday, all that good stuff. Let me make sure this ringer's off. Bang, bang. And we gonna get into it. Sherm, how goes it?
Oh, pretty good, man. Can't really complain too much.
That's what's up, that's what's up. What'd you do this weekend, man?
Nothing much at all. This
Okay.
weekend actually was not one of my favorites. It was actually kind of whack.
Ah,
Yeah, I really didn't do much of anything.
definitely the whack weekends.
I cut my kid's hair.
Nah,
That's about it.
I got you.
Yeah.
That could be worse.
Pretty, yeah, it could be worse. Yeah, it's just uneventful, man. Nothing real spectacular. Levi, Mark, who else we got? Marquez,
Alright.
Mr. Armstrong,
Yeah.
Johnny Perozzo,
All the folks up in here.
Chikachu Lee, Sir Sebastian. What it be?
Got a lot of folks up in here.
Good
look,
evening, all.
yeah, welcome to Substantial Sundays. I'm Substantial. This is the homie Sherm the Barber. And yeah, man, we per usual, if it's your first time watching, the rules are make sure you say peace when you come in. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Make sure you share the link. And no stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? Watch the silliness in the chat, if you will. That will guarantee you a lifetime ban. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, other than that, you know what I mean? Welcome. You know?
Hope everybody had a good weekend and saw their weekend end in safety. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, man. Mine's been pretty cool, man. My sister, proud.
Yeah.
Way super deep. Yeah. So, my sister was in town. My sister Lisa, you know, she was up here handling some biz and stuff. Her and my brother-in-law Daryl. And
How they doing?
man, they good, man. They real good. Just handling some biz, man. She's about to take like a major next step in her life. She's on the verge of getting her bachelor's degree. She'll be the first of my mother's children to actually have a degree. Because even though I was, I think, the first to go to college, I didn't get a degree. So she already has an associate's, trying to get a bachelor's right now. Not trying, she's in the process of getting her bachelor's, so that's super dope. But yeah, man, and she's looking into taking some other steps that are really dope or whatever in terms of like just doing more work with young people and stuff. So that's exciting, man. I'm real proud of her.
Yeah,
She's real serious about it. So it's dope, man, to see. So shout out to her. She just texted me before we went live saying they got back safe, so it's dope. So that's where we're gonna be this Kwanzaa, man. So this will be her first Kwanzaa this year. Like she's never celebrated.
And y'all going down
Yeah,
there.
so we're gonna go down there and we're gonna do
I'll
it.
show her how to get
Yeah, son. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
Yeah, it's super dope, man. It's real dope. So shout out to my family and stuff. Who just
Shout out Lisa and what was his last name?
Reed, man.
Reed. That's
Yeah,
right.
Reed.
I'm terrible.
So here you go. So like, you know, because people is like, you know, I know some people actually give a damn about my life outside of rap, but for those who don't, right, let me make it rap related for you. For those who don't know, like my sister Lisa is probably one of my biggest, she's been one of my biggest supporters musically, you know what I mean? So like, you know, it's held down the merch table at certain events, as used to when I was recording demos, man, used to let me come over her crib, hook up her all my equipment to her tape deck, because her tape deck was better than mine, got better quality sound. And so some of the first things I ever recorded, man, was using some of her equipment and stuff so I could document my joint. And that's also of my 5 sisters, because I have 5 sisters. Of my 5 sisters, she's the one I'm probably like tightest with, you know what I mean, in terms of who I probably talk to the most, you know. So yeah, man. Yeah, you know, so that was about it, man. You know what I mean? Working on some music and stuff. You know, got some treats to probably share with this guy off camera. Y'all gonna have to wait a little bit more. We got some newness, you know what I mean? But real quick, peace to everybody up in here. I know I've been kind of neglecting the chat for a second. Yeah, let me see what I
got
got.
England and Cali in the building.
That's what's
Argentina, UK.
Alright.
We all international. Chicago. Okay.
Cali got his brother watching with him today. That's what's up.
What up, brother?
You know what I'm saying? Brother Brian. I like Brian already because he got my middle name. Spelled the same way now, all that stuff. You know what I mean? You know. But yeah, man, that's what's up. Thank y'all for tuning in. So, you know, per usual, what you been listening to, man?
This week, all I have is we got a Jid song.
Yes.
With Earth Gang. That's fiery, flaming. And if you watch it on YouTube, it has the lyrics in the bio section or whatever. Yeah, that's pretty nasty.
Right.
Nick Jenkins' song we were talking about earlier. What's it called? Understood. Yeah. Kind of for Nick Jenkins, kind of underwhelming. Of course, you know the lyricism is there, writing is there, but it's just seems kind of lackluster for him.
Right. Which means it's great.
Right. So other shit is like, oh.
Yeah, but it's not like his most impressive joint, but it's solid though. You know what I mean?
So, like I was telling you, I went back and watched the unsung for Diggable Planets. So yeah, I've been listening to a lot of Diggable Planets this week, which is them dudes are way ahead of their time.
Oh yeah,
or that group, because it's not them dudes.
Right. Yeah. Definitely, man. Especially when you look at like the whole lo-fi movement that's happening and stuff or whatever in terms of like the sonic, like the sound and the direction that they were moving in. Man. You know, like so it's crazy because it wasn't. I mean, granted, people have always been sampling like jazz tunes, but like there were very few groups that really was sampling it. But it felt like it felt like jazz. You know what I mean? It's like in rap form,
right?
Just like sampling jazz. You know what I mean?
But it still had. It was rich enough to hold its ground in the midst of even the hardest of boom bap hip hop songs.
That's what's up. Hey Johnny, man, good looking. Thanks for supporting the homie Marcus D. Yeah, I've definitely been rocking that joint as well, off and on, man. Shout out to him. Which since you brought up Marcus, which brings me to something I've been listening to, another dope pianist, a brother by the name of either Rob Araujo or Araujo. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, but he just dropped a new song.
I was trying to figure out how to say it too.
Yeah, he just dropped a song called 19. He's a really dope pianist and producer, man. Like
super dope.
Yeah, shout out to Tone Deaf. Tone Deaf put me on to him last year. And for whatever reason, I don't know why I didn't put you on sooner. You know what I mean? But like, and it's probably because he didn't have a whole catalog of stuff. Like I heard the one song and then saw some videos and then playing.
Yeah, you know me, I'm a catalog dude. Yeah. Like, I'm so mad it's just those songs.
Yeah. So Levi just asked, how do I get a substantial hoodie?
Yeah, so
I'm about to link you right now. All right. Yeah, man. But
get this money.
Someone quoted you from last week. Kanye died. This is 2018. Hey,
that's what. Yeah.
So I'll let you address that.
Say it.
But I have something far more important than the rants. You know what I mean? However, there are some little pieces of the rant where he did drop a gem or two. But that's typical Kanye. You know what I mean? Like Kanye will say a whole bunch of tomfoolery, but if you really listen and don't just kind of tune them out because you don't like them, you'll find a gem or two in there. But here's the real gem, right? It ain't so much Kanye being at the White House or whatever and doing all of what he does. The real dope moment of that meeting with him and Trump is the fact that Trump signed the Music Modernization Act. So that was the only thing I gave a damn about really on Thursday, other than the kids I work with, my family, and people I know. So for those of you who don't know, the Music Modernization Act is something that just passed. It just passed a few weeks ago through the House and stuff, and then and then the president just signed it. And so what that does, it basically it changes laws that have been around like since I think like a law that was created like 1908 or 1909, something like that, something ridiculous. It hadn't been changed until like the 1970s, and then I think they adjusted it again in 1993. Right now, as I'm saying these years, I want you to think about how much the music industry changed in those periods of time. So from 1908 to 1970 something, those laws didn't change. Okay? Right, okay. And then from the 70s to the 90s, think about how much music changed and the music industry changed. And think about that there was no change in these laws until the 90s, right? And so, but now, we just had with him signing off on it, you know, it's one of those things that I still don't like to do. Still don't like Trump, but I thank you for signing off on that. I mean, he was going there was no way he wasn't going to sign it because it had unanimous support on both sides of the aisle. You know what I mean? Both Democrat and Republican. Because who the hell doesn't listen to music? You know what I mean? Because you can not like an artist all day because of their message, but guess what? Those same laws still apply to your favorite country singer. You know what I'm saying? Or favorite heavy metal band. You know? And so there were ridiculous things in the laws where it's like composers were able to see a certain amount of money or able to be paid from certain usage of their music, but performers weren't able to be paid in some of those instances. So if you were a person who composed and was performing or whatever, you could get paid twice in that situation. Where if you were a person who were just a performer and just performing other people's music, then even though you did that hard work, performing it live because you were performing someone else's song, that composer would get paid, but you wouldn't make anything, right? So that's one of the things that also changes. You know, it's a blow to XM radio and a long list of other people who weren't trying to pay artists what you know, the type of money we're supposed to get. And even with this change or whatever, I mean, it's still a move in the right direction, but like, I mean, there's still going to be challenges and stuff for musicians in general, but it's a great look. It makes it, I mean, like every step that you get away from being a starving artist, it's a move in the right direction. You know what I mean? So anyway, so shout out to all of my fellow musicians who've been campaigning real hard, who really been out here. I don't know if you guys remember some time back, and you don't know if you remember either. I posted a photo with me, Murs, and Tokai. And we were on Capitol Hill. We were at the Capitol, and that's what we were there for. We were there lobbying, basically trying to get support. And so, like, I've sent letters and stuff to local government in Virginia and stuff, trying to get them to support it. And a lot of musicians have put in far more work than I have, and so it's dope, man. Like, it's real dope because I'm just looking at my kids. You know what I mean? Like, you know, that's all it comes down to. Like, whatever's going to allow me to pursue my craft and do it in a way where I can best provide for my children and my family, you know what I mean? And so it's a big deal, man. So clap it up for that, you know what I mean? It's good stuff. But anyway, we got comments. On the screen on Sherm. That's what's up.
Levi, what up, Levi?
Going back, missed a lot apparently. There we go.
Peace, Mr. McGee.
He just got a hat. That Modernization. Yeah, well, nah. So to correct you, Sir Sebastian, Kanye ain't get it signed. You know what I'm saying? Like a whole lot of folks, like songwriters and all, like a whole lot of folks that you had never heard of, who weren't even like. I mean, for instance, when I went there, a lot of people were there that like, and this is like 2 or 3 years back, because people have been pushing this for a ridiculous amount of time. But like, I mean, yo, like most things or whatever, most of the time those larger names, they show up much later in the game. The grassroots stuff has been happening for like at least 4 years, if not longer than that. You know what I mean? And then, you know, after the buzz starts and the thing gets a little closer, these bigger names come in. It's kind of like the Rockefeller drug laws in New York. and how like it was very grassroots in terms of the people who were pushing the whole drop the rock movement. And then like later on, you see like Russell Simmons and like other big names start to get hip to something that's literally been happening or in motion for years. You know what I mean? And then because they get behind it and they show up, people feel like that's their thing, like they've been. And nah, B, you just showed up when we were pretty much at the finish line, like with water bottles. So we appreciate it because we were thirsty, but still, it's like that work was getting put in long before you showed up. So yeah, man. So it's definitely a big deal. I'm sure. Hey, Levi, I'm sure Kanye does have a reason he's doing all this. We just don't know what it is yet.
Sir Sebastian says, Sherm, you think Kanye is an Uncle Tom now? I guess if that's the only term that we can use, I mean, okay. Before we kind of go in on him, let's just start off with the facts. The dude is sick. Like, the dude is absolutely sick. He's sick, and he's in a house with people who are capitalizing off of him. So instead of them getting going and trying to convince him to get some help, they're just perpetuating this and advocating, like not advocating, but they're just basically pushing what he's talking about because they need him. So the dude is like Uncle Tom. Actually, let me say no. He's not an Uncle Tom because he's sick. I just wish somebody would slap him in the fucking face and sit him down somewhere because this shit is fucking sad, man. Like this shit. When I saw that shit on the news, this dude talking about, oh, I love this man. Yeah, and everybody talking about, oh, he racist. You think racism gonna stop me? Oh, wait. So you're saying that you do understand that he's racist?
What?
It just doesn't matter. Like, yeah, like, dude, you're like, he's gone. I'm sad for him. I'm gonna continue to laugh at it, but I'm sad for him on the other side of my heart. So yeah, that's the answer to that question. I don't think he's an uncle. He is an Uncle Tom, but he's only an Uncle Tom by technicality. He is sick. Is what he really is.
Yeah, man, listen. I think I don't know, man. I feel like these issues with him kind of always were there. You know what I mean? I feel like we've all kind of seen little glimpses of like things he's done that kind of were like, I don't know, something's up with this guy, right? And then I think what happens is, as long as those moments don't kind of conflict with your personal view, people just laugh, right? It's just, he's kind of being kind, right? And it's not a big deal. But then when he ends up on the other side of things, then we start like talking about all of this other. You understand what I'm saying? Because for example, like when he got up there and did the Taylor Swift joint, I don't know about you, but like that shit was hilarious to me, right? Like I just laughed, right? But and then when you think about the whole George Bush doesn't care about black people, right? Like all of these moments. If you ever look back at all of these moments and look at his face, right, that whole deer in the headlights.
Yeah, especially George Bush doesn't like black people.
Dog, it's the same guy.
Yeah.
It's the same guy. I don't feel like we're like. I'd love to kind of be able to dump it all on the Kardashians, right, and be like, yeah, it's them. But I think.
Well, no, I'm not.
I know you're not, but I feel like a lot of people are. You know what I mean? Like some people say
basically it didn't happen.
Yeah, it's been a progression. The whole Lamar Odom like reference, like look what they doing to these black men, right? It's like nah, B. I feel like
Well, they're not stopping anyone from doing anything. Oh, yeah. Let's be clear on that though. Like they're not starting anything, but they're not stopping anything either.
Because it's good for rating.
Yeah. So you want to smoke that crack? Go ahead. I'm like, hey, if that's what you want to do.
Hold on, let me call TMZ.
You about to do that right now?
Oh, yeah. Get over here quick. He's lighting up and it's going down. You know what I mean?
My bad, I kind of got you off your point though.
Yeah, it's all good. But nah, man, I just feel like I feel like the signs are always there. You know what I mean? And I feel like as we sometimes do with family, the signs are there, but we just kind of look past it. And oh, he's just, you know, oh, he's, you know what I mean? Like, and then when it gets really, really bad, then you're like, oh, we got to do something. Oh, he's going.
Yeah.
Oh, like, nah, bro. I feel like, I mean, yo, like, you know, one of his most popular songs off the first album or whatever, he was talking about like struggling with being self-conscious and stuff like that. And think about how far that pushes certain people.
Yeah.
And how off it throws.
That shit can drive you crazy.
On a lighter note, hands down, the funniest meme I saw this week though. I don't know if you saw it, bro. You see the joint with George W. Bush where it's like Kanye West doesn't care about black people. Nigga, that mic, dog, it's a real meme. It's just, it's a meme.
Okay.
But it's him at the mic. And it says Kanye West doesn't care about black. That shit made me cry, bro. Like, I was laughing so hard, man. But yeah, man, I don't know. Anyway.
Thanks for the shirt compliment, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Glad you noticed.
That's what's up. Peace, Calvin. I see you up in this joint. Yeah, man. But anyway.
Shout out to Asphalt for the shirt.
Yeah. So yeah, man, that's the goings ons with Sir Easy. You know what I'm saying? What else I was gonna tell you about? So we talking about music. Oh, shows, movies, and stuff. I finally finished the Ozark. Forgot to mention that. I finally finished the Ozark, and I'm excited for next season because the progression. Well, I'll try not to give you any spoilers, but the progression of certain key characters, the demise of certain ones, allowing other people to kind of step into the fray. You know what I mean? Like,
this is gonna be very interesting,
bro. Like, the Ozark is a great, it's a really great show. So I finished that finally, and then Monday I saw A Star Is Born with Lady Gaga, Bradley Cooper, Dave Chappelle's in it. You know who's in it that I was surprised to see him in? Eddie Griffin. Eddie Griffin's in it and he plays Chappelle's brother. Yeah. So that was but it's not like, I think the only issue whenever you see comedians who are like hilarious in movies, it's like you wait for them to be funny. Chappelle's character in the movie isn't meant to be funny.
Yeah, so I kind of got that from
but when you see Eddie Griffin as his brother, you're like, there's no way these dudes can be in the same movie and not get a laugh, right? And so there's a couple of little laughs when you see those guys, but overall the movie's it's a very sad movie.
Think they would work well together,
right? Like you got to see it, but it's a sad movie. It's a really, really sad movie. As a fan of the music, but then also as a participant in the music industry. It touches on a lot of some of the issues that you see in the music biz, you know what I mean? It touches on substance abuse and a lot of other heavy things. I ain't gonna give any spoilers, but it's a great movie. Not surprised at all. Like, I won't be surprised at all come Oscar time. It's gonna get like a bunch of nods. Like, that's gonna be the Hollywood sweetheart this year. Like, that movie. It's going. I mean, it's probably going to win for best song and a couple of other things. You know what I mean? But Bradley Cooper did a great job directing it. It was an awesome movie though. But definitely check it out when you get a chance. All right. What you been watching, son?
So I finally got to see Blind Spotting and Sorry to Bother You.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Both fantastic movies. Sorry to Bother You was the trippiest shit I have ever seen. Well, not ever seen, but you know, hyperbolically, I have ever seen. Like, that shit was fucking insane. Like, I don't know if everybody's seen it yet, but yeah, you haven't seen it at all, huh?
Not yet,
dude. That shit goes left. Yeah, like, it takes a hard left. But it's like you can really see where it's really 40 Acre and a Mulesy.
Right,
it really feels like it's done by the dude from the Coop. Yeah, it's a really dope movie. And Blind Spot. That shit was great too, man. Like, dude, like it's really artsy. It's a lot more artsy than what I thought. But I should have known it was gonna be artsy because of the dude from Clipping. Yeah. In it. I forgot. I never can remember his name. I just always remember the rap group's name.
Right.
But yeah, that shit is two great movies. I recommend anybody. They're on if you have Terrarium and Cody, they're on there right now.
So I was gonna ask you. So is your Terrarium still working?
I had to re-download it from a guy called Electrical.
Text it to me.
Yeah, okay. Well, just in case anybody else out there,
right.
If anybody's terrarium has gone down, a dude called Electrical MD on YouTube has a video with the new terrarium, and it works because that's what I watched Blind Spotting and Sorry to Bother You.
Yeah. Johnny, to answer your question about Rob, 19, yeah, that's the one I was talking about. Make it be so substantial, it's been my dream for time. What's your SoundCloud?
Oh, somebody found the name.
Yeah, my SoundCloud is just substantial.
No, for the artist that you were talking about.
Yeah.
Arojo.
Don't hurt yourself. Yeah. Hey, man, look, I was in the car practicing. I'm like, you gotta say it right. Yeah. No.
Just ran the pronunciation. It probably has it on your phone.
Yeah.
In the pronunciation app.
No, I haven't. Yeah. I have seen the trailer for that Eminem movie, Bodied. I've seen that joint. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be interesting. Let's see what else. You got a visitor.
What's up, man?
All right, be careful. All right. What else? So everybody shout out old Luke. You know what I'm saying?
Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
You going to bed? Yeah.
Raul. There you go.
Okay, watch TV.
Oh, it's time to go to bed, man.
Right, yeah, it's bedtime.
I gotta go to school tomorrow. Okay?
Okay.
Can I get some? Love you, man.
Love
See you
you.
in the morning.
Okay.
Peace, old.
Tell us, man, peace.
Please.
You found mommy?
No.
It's our family.
No?
It's your family.
Go ask CJ to find mommy. I'm sorry, this is complete sidestep. Sorry about that, everyone.
Right. It's all good, man. It's a family-friendly show sometimes.
Mr. Sebastian said, tell little man this is a closed set. I know, right?
What do you think, man? Man, High Castle. I gotta get back on it. I've watched the first 2 seasons. I saw the new season just came out. I gotta check that out. I definitely like the show. It's not everybody's cup of tea. It's a really dry show. It's called Man in the High Castle.
Oh
yeah.
It's on there.
Yeah, it's really good. You know what I mean? I like it. You know what I mean? But it ain't for everybody because it's really dry.
Kill.
I mean, no. It's about it's basically a reimagined world. Like what happens if like the Nazis in Japan wins. Right? And basically, the Nazi, and then you know how like the Japanese or whatever, like after the bomb and the Pearl Harbor and this, that, and the third, and how they were pretty much,
Because you said Nazis in Japan.
Well, no, because I'm not talking about in Japan. I'm talking about the Japanese as well, and how like they weren't always.
No, that's what I thought you were having a.
Oh, you thought I was messing up?
Moment.
No. Yeah. That's what the show deals with. Okay. So basically, the United States gets split between like part of its run, but so like for instance, the West Coast is from the Midwest to the West Coast is run by Japan. Is run by Japan, right? And then the Midwest to the East Coast is run by the Nazis, right? And and so it's like a reimagined. Quote unquote United States, right? Like if we lost the war, and so it's an interesting concept. You know what I mean? So it gets dry. You know what I mean? And then like the music, like the intro to that joint, like almost puts me to sleep every time I watch it. So I can never watch it off the late night. I always gotta watch it early in the day. But yeah, man, it's definitely an interesting show. But yeah, I gotta watch it. The other joint, someone mentioned, I saw in the comments, or in the chat that someone mentioned Iron Fist got canceled. Yeah, like
I wasn't watching.
Yeah, I know you weren't. I'm a comic book dude, so of course I watch.
Iron Fist is canceled.
Yeah. So
Oh damn.
My man said he was blown. I really first season. I ain't like the first season like that.
Man.
The second season was better. Second season was a lot better. But there was one review I read that kind of summed up how I felt as well. It's like even though the second season was better, it was still just okay to me. You know what I mean? Like it was an okay show. It wasn't like a great show. I don't think it was ever a great show. So when it got canceled, it's like But I'm interested to see if they do the whole Daughters of the Dragon spinoff type thing. That will be interesting to see if they do that. Sherm doesn't care because he doesn't know what I'm referring to. But for those of you watching who know what I'm referring to, my fellow nerds out there, yeah. So hopefully we still get that. We get the Daughters joint. If we get that, that'll still be dope to see. But yeah.
So apparently, we keep skipping Christopher.
He wants to talk about basketball.
I know.
I haven't been watching. So.
I know nothing about basketball yet, but it's still preseason, man, and that's not really doing much for me right now. So yeah, you have to catch us when the season starts, which is this week, like you said.
Right. And he's more of the basketball guy. I'm usually a guy that doesn't watch until like the finals. You know what I mean? Like I kind of see clips here and there, but it's just like,
and I might kind of be falling off, man. It's
sports ain't really
just different, man. Yeah, shit is too different now, man.
Yeah. It's just ain't been doing shit for me.
Everything's too money motivated now, man. It's like it's not about just showing that you are the greatest player on the court. It's about everything is about an investment and it's just not basketball anymore, man. LeBron's in LA. He looks dumb in yellow. Like KD's talking about leaving. There's rumors that KD's talking about leaving Golden State. It's like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, what are we really doing here? Like, can we just play some ball? But I understand. I'm mad at it, but I'm not mad at it because get your money. These young dudes deserve every penny that they're getting. And you don't deserve to have to play basketball for 15, 16 seasons and still retire and have to find something to do because you didn't get paid enough. So more power to them, but the game is way different now.
Yeah. So someone asking if we saw the McGregor fight. I didn't catch the McGregor fight. I did see the fallout after. I always find it hilarious when fights or something break out at the fight. You know what I mean? Like when the fight's over and then a fight breaks out and then people are like, "Oh my God!" and they use terms like animal and blah blah blah. I'm like, it's stupid, right? And I don't mean the fight itself is stupid, but when people try to, and don't get it twisted, like I get the whole sportsman piece, right? But you should never be surprised when an additional fight breaks out at a fight, right? Like it's violence, B. Like they're professional pugilists. They get paid to fight. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, like, if I'm not mistaken, there were some comments that were being brought into the mix that were extremely offensive as well. And granted, yeah, you're supposed to be a professional, but at the same time, B, it's like, you making comments that's disrespecting like folks' heritage. No, I ain't gonna pretend like that shit ain't coming with me in the fight. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then people on the side who were like trainers and this, that, and the third, who probably were fighters at one point in time. I'm like, bro, it's only so many times they're gonna let something slide before you get them hands. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think I didn't catch the fight and stuff. I heard it was good, but
I want to see it because
I do want to see it. Yeah,
he was mouth ass whooped.
Yeah, but yeah, man. But anyway.
Oh, to answer your question, Calvin, yes.
Right, Johnny. Yeah.
This is Eric Easy E Wright with a skateboard and a 22.
That's right.
Like literally a skateboard and a 22 pistol. And it was taken by some artist. I forgot his name, Michael something. It's from what's that company called? Asphalt. It's Asphalt and Mike Miller shot the shot.
I'm gonna hold it.
And it's that's all.
I'm gonna get my gaze in, unload the barrel and last.
What else we got here?
In your...
You really quoting?
Hey, look, I'm quoting Ice Cube. Yes. See what I did there? See what I did there? See the shade I just threw? Because this is an easy lyric, but you see what? Yeah.
No.
Or maybe it was written.
No.
Who knows? You know, it wasn't. It was easy, but it wasn't. No shade. Rest in peace, Easy.
That's terrible.
I mean, I'm a habitual line crosser. Give me a line right
here. R.I.P.
Let's see. Who else we got? I feel like we missed something else. But yeah, man. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Malcolm Jackson up in here.
Oh, what up, Malcolm?
Malcolm, I'm gonna play for Sherm. I'm gonna let Sherm hear
definitely
the outro music. You know what I'm saying? Afterwards, yeah, man. Hey, Malcolm, it sounds good. So, ladies and gentlemen, Malcolm Jackson is a super dope percussionist slash musician, just amazing. And he just laid down some vibes on the outro for our show. And so gotta mix that. Yo, you gotta make sure you send me the stems, brother, as well, man. It sounds really great. It sounds really great. All right. Malcolm, feel free to throw a link up there so people can follow you, man. You definitely deserve it, brother.
Peace, Renegade Shinobi.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to think of what.
What up, Nick Fit?
Hey,
cutie.
Sherman's baby mama over here. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. I think we covered most of the stuff. Yeah, we talk all the joints. You know what I mean? I know you was talking about Torre before we got.
Oh yeah.
Torre dropped.
Torre and Praise dropped the joint.
Mm-hmm.
Praise. It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely older rap.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad. Like there's definitely some joints that's like
bars.
but there's definitely some joints that's like
Right.
So it's good that Praise is doing the production.
Yeah, Praise is a beast.
Yeah,
He's
Praise
done
is
some dope joints.
like that shit's Praise for real.
The joint.
Oh, that's right.
That Praise on the scene.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that dude's instrumentation, like he knows how to pick some fucking instrumentation.
Right. Yeah. We talked about the Carter joint a couple shows back. You know what I mean?
Top the charts.
Yeah, man. Not surprising. You know what I mean? You know, Wayne still. It's like he still got his foothold because a lot of rappers who top the game right now, Wayne's like their favorite rapper.
Yeah.
So,
Indecisive talk about I'm drinking beer this week. He was on the Henny last week, sweating bullets. It was not Henny, man. As a matter of fact, I wasn't even drinking at his crib. It was fucking hot in there, man.
Yeah, it was.
It was hot as balls in his fucking crib.
To give you an idea of how much cooler it is today, I'm rocking a hoodie.
Yeah, like it was nothing popping with the air circulation at his crib.
Yeah, my studio is hell. Like whenever I'm recording and I got closed that joint,
man, that shit was ridiculous.
That's how it feels every time I record a song.
Man,
imagine during the summer.
That shit was oppressive, man. It was oppressive.
And then you know
I felt like a sweatshop worker.
Right. And then even though we got
like I was making the latest Jordan sneaker.
Yeah, man.
And no, this is not Malta. It is Vienna Lager. Devil's Backbone. Christopher Davis.
This FSG, thank you. I'm glad you're digging the hoodie. You just go to iamsubstantial.com/gear and you can cop a hoodie if you like it. You know what I mean? It's getting cold out here. So
it's not in the studio because Sub be spitting that fire.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Be cooking up in that joint. So, real quick update. I got to send notes tonight to Marcus D because Marcus D is mixing the first of hopefully several songs that me, Star, Funky DL, and Marcus D are working on. So yeah, I mean the goal is for us to put together enough joints to do a project.
Okay.
But what I think we're going to do is instead of waiting till we got a whole bunch of joints, I think we're just going to do a joint and drop. You know what I mean? And then we just so we'll see. But yeah, that one joint is almost done. It's in the mixing phase, and Marcus has dropped some dope cuts on. I'll let you hear that too. And yeah, man, it's gonna be dope. And reminder, if you haven't heard Funky DL's Black Current Jazz 3 album, go check it out. There's a song with me, Sice, and DL on that joint. So that is a great way to hold you over until this next joint drop. You dig? That's what's up. Oh, that's dope, Christopher. Congratulations, man. All right. Bring them to a Sunday show. That's a long flight for all those dudes. One dude got to fly in from London. Another one got to fly in from Seattle. The other one has to fly in from Tokyo. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm not paying for any of those plane tickets.
That would be probably like a $3,000 show.
You got it.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man.
Yeah, y'all motherfuckers have to chip in like a
So look, man, Shingo and I mean, yo, like, he's not opposed to it, neither am I. It's just, you know, it just gotta make sense, you know what I mean? And it's like, I'm definitely not a person who tries to force collabos and stuff. I mean, think of it like this. I've been putting this bug in what's his name? And DL, Funky DL can tell you, like, I've been putting the bug in him, Sice, and Marcus' ear for a long time that we should do more stuff together. And look how long, I mean, this has been like over a 3 or 4 year period I've been telling these dudes. I'm like, yo, telling you could be a good look. One, we sound good together, and two, like, just from a business standpoint, it makes sense. You know what I mean? And so yeah, I mean, but it took a while to get everybody on the same page. Like, yo, let's make it happen. Mm-hmm. So, you know, Shingo's a busy dude. I'm a busy dude. If it happens, great. You know what I mean? We're both down to do it. We'll see. I know right now we're in talks about doing a show in Atlanta. I'll keep you posted on that too, because it's a con in Atlanta I might be doing or whatever. Still in talks. And Shingo will probably be the headliner. So road trip, down. You know what I mean? Yeah. So
auntie.
Yeah. So yeah, man. So I'll keep you posted, and I'll keep y'all posted as well. Also, show confirmed. October. I'll say October. Well, yeah. Matter of fact, let's start there. So a couple show dates. One thing, the link is already in the description. October 23rd, come check us out. Come check me and the missus, who's a co-owner of Substantial Art and Music. We're doing a workshop in Baltimore, so anybody who's in this area, head out to Baltimore, catch us there Tuesday, October 23rd. We're doing Indie 101. It's a workshop where basically I'm just kind of giving game, you know what I mean? Giving you different information about the music industry. We'll talk about the Music Modernization Act, talk about different tools that you can use to help you make, you know, increase your passive income, but also fund what it is you're trying to create. And so definitely, man, come check it out. The event's like $20 to get in. Just understand, like, cause you know, someone's like, oh my God, $20 is a lot of money. It's not, because when I get paid to consult, you know what I mean? In comparison, you know, like it's a steal, man. $20 for 3 hours, being able to deal with folks, and you're around other artists,
networking, and great information.
Just saying. Yeah. So yeah, if you're in the area, definitely come check it out. And shout out to the homie Barber who's helping to put that on. November 17th, we're going to be doing a similar workshop in DC. Details are coming soon for that. It's going to be at the WeWork that's near National Stadium. And that's on Saturday. So more details coming on that. And then December 22nd, I'm going to be in Orlando, Florida. I'll be performing at the Geek Easy, which is a comic book shop slash performance venue. It's a really cool spot.
Where?
It's Orlando. So I'm going to be there. So the show is going to be later that night, but we're also going to be doing an Indie 101 workshop before the show. So you can pay like a higher price ticket. The ticket information will be available soon, but you can pay a higher price ticket and get access to that event earlier in the day, so you can chop it up with us. Because a lot of times people try to ask me questions about the biz, but at shows, and that's kind of not the time to really get into a full conversation about it. So if you want to do that and come through earlier, you know what I mean, put you on some game. Hopefully help you out, and yeah, it should be dope. You know what I mean? So yeah, so again, that date is December 22nd. It's going to be in Orlando, Florida. I'm gonna have information on that really soon. I appreciate your patience, but now the bug's in your ears, so you know. But yeah, man, you know what I mean? Yeah. So if you got questions, because I've been rambling for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Sent to shoot them joints over if you do. Let me see. So with the songs you won't perform anymore? That is a great question. Yeah, there are some joints that I just won't perform. Man, I'm trying to think. Most of like there's certain songs off of my first album, like where like I know a lot of people love the album, and I love it too. It's it's my favorite. So like I'm proud of all the projects I do. But there's certain joints you listen back to, and there's just certain moments. It's just like this song's cool. This whole little segment of that song not so cool. I'm not gonna do that song live. So like so you probably like I love the Beat People song. Like I like the old school break and stuff that I'm rapping on. But like with a hook like that, I probably won't be going into any if you big ass ain't no time in the front, cause you know just what you want. Well, I'm probably not gonna be doing that at any venues ever. Mm-hmm. I think right. He don't even know what I'm talking about. Yes, it's from this album here, right? Track is called Beat People. Right, which is a fun joint.
Is it that real kind of?
It's old school joint. Yeah, the old school joint.
Yeah.
Just one. I'm not gonna be doing that at any joint. And it's not that I look at that song like it's listens,
just so I can hear that song.
Yeah.
I'm gonna perform it for you guys next Sunday.
There it is.
I'm gonna have that shit.
Sherm's gonna perform it live for you guys.
Oh man,
I won't be.
Go find that.
Or maybe we let Sherm do the hook, because that's the one part that for me, like when the hook comes on, it's like nails on a chalkboard.
It's like that J Live joint that they hit.
Yeah, like
that shit.
Like that Me, Myself, and I joint.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
De La Soul hates performing that song, And so yeah, man. So yeah, Bananas. You know what? Like Bananas, that's another one. Like these Bananas is another one, right? Where like lyrically. Like that second verse on Bananas, I feel like that verse is crazy, but that hook's terrible. That hook's terrible. Like I think, you know what it is. Like I was doing a lot of live gigs, right? I was doing more live gigs. So yeah, call and response. I'm like, are you crazy? No Bananas. Are you nuts? Nah, Bananas. Like that's something at a live show it goes over well. When I listen to it, though, like nah, it's not a great album. But yeah, I mean, look, so yeah, so joints like that. Look, we got albums here, so let me see if I can find another one. From Sacrifice, let me see if there's something from Sacrifice I probably won't do live. I probably wouldn't try to do sign language from Sacrifice live. That's a song with me, Tone Deaf. Okay. It's not that it's a bad song, it's just far too much information.
Very complicated.
It's complicated, even if you've heard the song like 30 times.
Yes.
To follow everything.
Yes, indeed.
But I
feel like I'm a fairly intelligent person.
Right.
I listen to that song, like I can get a good portion of the way through, then after a while my mind is just like, what? Huh? What?
Right.
Wait, where are we?
Yeah.
Where did they go?
It's one of those things that I know a lot more about making music now than I did then, you know what I mean? And one of the things, like, I love Tone, man, and Tone is Tone's a genius, right? But one of the things that where I feel like when Tone makes music, Tone's constantly trying to push boundaries. Like every time he sets out to make stuff, he rarely just makes something just to make something.
Right.
Me, I'm more of that guy. Like I'll make something just to make something. You know what I mean? Like without really like. There's moments like I think when I work on my album, I'm trying to push boundaries a bit, right? But I'll just make songs in general sometimes where it's like the goal really wasn't to do something or like to reinvent the wheel, But like Tone, when we were doing the EFAM stuff, every track was about like taking the idea of the posse cut as far as we could take it. So that's why I like so when you listen to sign language and you like, why is this so intricate and yeah, like
achieve that.
Yeah, so like if you go back and listen to any Extended Fam song,
EFAM,
that's all it's about. Extended Fam was always about taking the idea of a posse cut as far as you could take it. You know what I mean? And so, which sometimes worked extremely well, and I don't think we fell short a lot of times. But I think
"Fuck You" songs is definitely one of my favorite songs.
You mean
that goes in one of?
You mean
"Fuck You" got rhyme better.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Who would have think, you know, Mr. like positive, 2 kids and a wife, you know what I mean, like talking about super joint, would be responsible for a song called "Fuck You, I Rhyme Better." Yep, this guy right here with 2 thumbs. That's
I've been a part of that call and response so many different times. Oh man.
You ever go anywhere in the world and see someone wearing a "Fuck You, I Rhyme Better" shirt, they're basically quoting me, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
But like it's like if you played what I make now, and then they probably wouldn't believe me.
Hey, you know? Man, Johnny Perozzo. I think I bring this up like maybe once every other year. So Indecisive was asking who is an artist or producer you'd like to collab with, whether one record or whole project.
Right.
And Sherm, who would you like to see stand? That's it. Johnny Perozzo answered the question. Yeah. Fucking Odyssey. Hey. I mean, I'd love to see a whole like just a DMV super group, but you know that's fucking imaginary. But
that's Diamond District.
I mean, I'm talking about super group. Like no shade. Like Diamond District is a dope group, but there are so many other dope artists in this area other than just Diamond District. But yeah, fucking Odyssey.
Hey, what was it? Levy Rowe said that. Levi, my bad.
Substantial, Pharrell.
It's funny. Like you can go listen to Substantial Evidence, and there's a track on there like one of the quote unquote freestyles that's on there. If you listen to that, that's me rhyming over a Pharrell joint. You know what I mean? It's a mixtape. So yeah, go check that out. You can hear what it sounds like. Hey man, I like Pharrell's production. I love all of his production.
Man. He's overrated.
Nah, I wouldn't say that.
You know, that whole Clips album was nothing but like shit like that. It was just stripped down.
I got you.
It was weak.
But he can give you Lush. I think
with what?
What? He can give you Lush.
When
you listen to the NERD shit, you know?
Yeah, NERD. That's not Pharrell. That's a whole
he's a part of it.
Right. I said Pharrell is overrated. NERD is dope.
So
Pharrell is absolutely overrated.
So I'm gonna disagree, right? I feel like the one thing I've learned as I've gotten older with music, I feel like sometimes there are people who do layers and like really intricate stuff extremely well. And then there are other people who like have such a, like they have an understanding of just like how like less is more sometimes. And are just great at like simplified shit that works well. You know what I mean? And I feel like there are very few people who do that better than Pharrell. You know what I mean? And like what proves that he does it well, like time and time again, like this dude, like besides making hits for other people, like you know, because for example, a song like Happy, I would have loved to hear CeeLo do Happy. You know what I mean? 'Cause that's who he wrote it for. He wrote it for him. But like, it's just like, he was like, okay. I mean, I still like the song, so I'm just do the song. And he did the song, and then it's just like, yo, this is big shit.
Well, how much shelf life Pharrell should be having? Yeah.
Dog. I mean,
I'm not talking about NERD, Neptune, nothing. I'm talking about Pharrell.
Like his solo, talking about like his solo shit. That shit didn't produce.
No, I'm talking about that too. I'm talking about put that first Clips album in, dog.
Oh yeah.
And see how garbage that shit is.
But
it sucks.
Not for nothing, and all due respect to both of them dudes, I've always thought the Clips were overrated. So I'm probably the wrong. I'm probably the wrong guy to talk to about the Clips. You know what I'm saying? Because I've always thought the dudes were overrated. Even Pusha T got great voice. Great voice.
Pusha T is definitely overrated.
Great voice. You know what I'm saying?
This nigga been selling coke since I was since we were in high school.
Flow wise, there's nothing flow wise that him or his brother would do where it's just like, yo, I ain't see that coming, or like that was, you know. And then lyrically, like, yo, they were better than some dudes, but that shit ain't saying much, you know. So I mean, ain't no hate. It's just what it is. So what we got?
Sir Sebastian, now a substantial NPR Tiny Desk, man. I
tried. I auditioned before. I'll try it again. You know, see what happens. You know what I mean? Fun and itself would be incredible. That's what's up. I appreciate that, man.
Oh, yeah. So Pharrell produced Ariana Grande's album.
Which one? The new one?
That's what Levi is saying. I'd probably there is a low, and I'm talking about astronomically low likelihood that I am going to listen to in Ariana. And I love music. Don't think that this has anything.
She can sing like a motherfucker.
Yeah, but I don't think she like. And I'm speaking ignorantly because I haven't heard anything. But I just don't think there's anything she has to say to me. Nothing.
Someone asked me, so thoughts on Carter 5? Man, like it's,
It's
like,
cool.
Yeah, there's some tracks on there that I dig, but not enough where it's like I'm gonna keep coming back to it. You know what I mean? Like,
nah. Wayne's joints never have a heavy shelf life. Wayne's joints come around. Wayne is the dude you put on when you riding, when you pulling up somewhere,
right?
And you need some pull-up music. He's good pull-up music. Always will be good pull-up music. Oh. Has anybody heard that motherfucking shit? Oh, the other songs. Swiss Beats fucking album is going to be crazy. I don't know if anybody's heard Pistol on My Side by Lil Wayne. And Swiss also has a video with fucking Jim Jones. I am not a huge Jim Jones fan, but this song is the video too. Jim Jones has one of the, like, he has one of the sickest like, Diddy bops, like the way the nigga flows on camera,
swagger.
That nigga swagger is bananas. And this video, yo, this shit is fucking crazy. And the song, Jim Jones, he's not an album dude, but song for song, he will give you a song. And this shit is, yeah. Swiss Beats album is gonna be nuts. I can't wait for that shit.
He says Swiss has been producing for like 40 years.
Yeah, man.
Probably.
Right. What, since it's at least been 20? Because the Locks last album, the Locks came out when we were still in high school.
Yeah, Swiss been doing it for a minute. Yeah. I mean, it's dope that like to be able to crank out like quality shit that long, man. That's and still be relevant. Like still come back out and then people actually give a shit. It's not an easy task, you know what I mean? Yes, shout out to Swiss. Someone asked if we could rate the Lil Wayne albums like top to bottom. I'm keeping it 100. I'm probably
rating the tracks or
no. I don't know if you mean rate the tracks. I think he means the albums, like basically best or worst albums. I'm not the hugest Wayne fan, so like I'm probably not the person to do that because But if you had
year, it ranks. I would say it ranks right outside the albums of the year. Like I wouldn't give this album.
No. I think he's talking about Wayne's catalog. If you had to rate,
this would fall right behind the Carter 3, because I think Carter 4 was the one that wasn't all that good. But yeah, this is it's Wayne. It's classic, typical Wayne. Like there's nothing wrong with the album. It's a great Wayne album. It's better than the shit with the wee wee wee. It's better than that album. That was a pretty good album. So it's a good album. It's Lil Wayne. He's not talking about much. He says a whole lot, but he's not talking about much. It's a really fun album. You can listen to it back to front. There's no real bad songs on there. Like he gives you a good mix of everything you like from him. He actually gives you a little more because his storytelling is actually definitely stepped up.
Yeah, I give him that.
Yeah, that shit. This is good Wayne shit, man. It's just good Wayne shit.
So this is the question we get asked like every other
But
week.
Pistol on My Side is better than any of the songs on the album, maybe.
So this is the question we get asked, like I feel like once every 2 weeks, like album of the year so far for you.
Well, I'm probably kind of biased this year, man.
I agree with you on that DMX comment too. DMX definitely some of his music.
That shit was sick. Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be Mac, man.
Mac on.
Yeah, it's gonna be Mac. If it's I hate to say I got a bias, but yeah, Mac is probably gonna be, and it's not just because of his passing. Like that has something to do with it, but it's because of the fact that the album is really, really fucking good. Like it's really fucking good. Definitely one of his best projects.
To answer your question, indecisive. Yeah,
what was his question?
He was basically saying he was a little disappointed I'm not a huge Wayne fan. He was like, "Do you think he's a great lyricist?" I think he's brilliant when he wants to be. You know what I mean? Yeah, and he absolutely opened doors for a ridiculous amount of people. Like, you know, so it's funny. You don't have to like Wayne, but some of the artists you like they grew up on Wayne. You know what I mean? Like Kendrick can tell you in a heartbeat. Like, you know, like he's a huge Wayne fan. You know what I mean? So it was no surprise catching him on his record. But I think he's definitely opened doors for certain artists. It depends on the lane you're in. You know what I mean? But like his music never spoke to me. You know what I mean? And it's just like sometimes I think people love to kind of say, you know, the whole the music he make ain't for you. And don't get it twisted. Like I absolutely know that. You know what I mean? But I think for me it's always about good music. There's plenty of stuff I listen to, which when you know what type of dude I am, you know the shit they talking about don't align with like, you know, my core beliefs or any of that. You know what I mean? But the fact of the matter is I can still appreciate any dope shit. You know what I mean? So when Wayne's really on point and it's just brilliant and really speaks to me, yo, I rock with it. You know what I mean? I still think a Millie is some go hard shit.
Man, that's still my favorite.
That shit go hard forever. You know, oh Millie. It's like, yeah, man, that's like I definitely love my share of ignorant shit that go hard. You know what I mean? It's all about the setting. You know, but I think we got rap soon too.
So two things. The playlist is lo-fi hip hop jazz on Spotify. I forgot who was asking that. So Oxnard is probably gonna fuck shit up.
Yeah, I can't wait for
Oxnard is probably gonna fuck some shit up. Yeah, that's definitely what I'm waiting. Well, I'm waiting for Oxnard. I'm waiting for Jid. I'm waiting for Earth Gang. But definitely Oxnard though. Definitely waiting for that.
Yeah, my still in there for my album. Yeah, I still keep going back to Royce shit. Royce shit is still dope as fuck. Yeah. Like I really like Royce joint. I really liked I still like Lupe's joint even though it just came out. You know what I mean? You know, but those are just something. There's way more other shit I ain't thinking of right now or whatever. But like, it was some dope ass albums to drop this year, man.
It's this group that's been being overlooked, and right now I can't think of the name. You might know the name of them. With lyricists and Dumbfounded and one other
Oxnard is Anderson Fox who out.
Oh, Year of the Ox. That's what. Yeah, Oxnard made me think of that.
Yo, yeah, those are. I know them dudes, right?
I know you know lyricists because he's from VA.
I know both dudes. Yeah. Well, what was it? Like I did. What's it called? When I first opened for Master Killer, he was there that night. That was the first night we met him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then
he was at the joint. He was at another joint you did at VA at
that's the homie. Yeah.
Dude,
those the homies.
If you have not heard Year of the Ox,
super nice.
Retarded.
Super nice.
They got a joint called, Seven Rings, I think. That shit will blow your fucking mind.
It's all good, Levi, man. I ain't stopping y'all from like, you know, being like, hey, follow me on blah blah blah. Especially, hey, listen, so we're clear. As long as you're a regular in here, you know what I mean? Like it's all love, man. I like seeing people who congregate sometimes because they rock with a certain person, network and chop it up and all that. So I ain't gonna hate. As long as it ain't your first time, but if you up in here, it's your first time ever. You ain't interacting with everybody. You ain't asking us no questions. You know, so, you know, as long as you ain't doing that, I don't mind y'all sharing stuff from time to time. You know what I mean? But, trying to think, I think we covered, I feel like
sorry about missing the whole Oxnard thing.
Yeah.
Lupe's album's great. It's great. It's Lupe.
Right. And it's important to know it's a double album. Lupe's album is a double album.
Which one?
The one that just dropped. It's a double album. It runs together as one album, but when you purchase the physical joint, it's a double album. That's why like people are like, yeah, that's just too long. It's because it's 2 albums. Okay. So it was always intended to be a double album. Because the first part of it is Drogas, right? And then the second part is Wade, right? That's why it's called Drogas Wade. It's 2 different albums, Drogas and then Wade.
Oh, okay.
Because remember the joint you dropped before was called Drogas Light.
Yeah,
Yeah, so yeah.
Okay.
Right. Shout out to
Album
the
of the year, The Garden.
Hey. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. You know, of course I can't say that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my shit's dope shit came out ever for real. It's the album of Infinity, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't say that. You know what I mean? I mean I could, but then I'd be an asshole. But yeah, I appreciate that, man. Answer a few more and then we got dip.
Peace, Levi out of here.
That's what's up, man. Hey, always good to see you up in here. Best track on the Garden.
There's 700 playlists for that, Nick. Jazz vibes, lo-fi hip hop, jazz vibes.
Yeah, that's the struggle. That is the struggle.
It should have like this flowery.
Oh yeah, that's the playlist I'm featured on.
Yeah, that's why I put it on. It's got like these. It's a blue background with like these kind of butterfly-looking flowers, jazz vibes. Yeah, it's just jazz vibes.
It's the most like if you put in jazz vibes, like it'll be the first one that pops up because it literally is just shy of 1 million followers.
Hey, burn one to this shit. Burn one to it. You will never turn this shit off. I promise. It is some vibey shit.
Right. Yo, so alright, so real quick because we gotta get ready to go. So look, yesterday was cassette day, right? Cassette store day. So what we're gonna do, and I said this a few weeks back.
For me?
Huh? Yes. So I said this a few weeks back. You know,
that is a lie.
It is now because you asked. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't, but he asked, and I'm like, hey, he's my friend. I'm gonna give him something. You know what I'm saying? So listen, so check it out. So yesterday was cassette store day, right? So what I mentioned a few weeks back was we were gonna try to start doing giveaways and stuff. So so this week the giveaway will be the past is always present in the future, and shout out to Ice Killer who just mentioned it. So we'll be doing a giveaway of this cassette here, and so all you have to do to qualify is make sure that you are following or pardon. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel and make sure you leave a comment. Not in the chat, right? Not in the chat live, but after the video's done, make sure you leave a comment. Just letting us know what you thought of the show. Some random comment, whatever you want, as long as it ain't offensive. And you will qualify as one of the people. And what I'll do is I'll announce the winner next Sunday.
Hey, the whole time though, I'm looking through the side.
Oh,
the fucking cassette is gold.
I love gold. It's the golden tape. You know what I mean? Crack it open, Sherm. You know, so look. So again, make sure you subscribe, turn on the notifications when the video's done. Leave a comment in the comment section.
And tell your friends to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And then tell them to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
What he said. And just like that, you can win a free cassette. You know what I mean? And we'll do that for next week. You know, so I'm trying to see if we missed anything else.
The cassette before we got it rolled.
It's all good. Let me see if we got any questions. What artists are you on right now? Oh, crack.
The broken case syndrome.
That's why Sherm's getting
that. I got the irregular. This shit say IR on it. It's got the IR stamp on the inside. Look at that shit though.
I love gold.
That's pretty fucking slick. Right. That's pretty slick. I don't know what I'm gonna play it on. Nothing.
It's the collector's
Look
item,
at it.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Hey, it's all good. It's all good, Ice Killer. But yeah, someone still remembers that joint from a few weeks ago, the gays. You know what I'm saying?
Where?
When someone popped up and they were like, "Are you guys?"
No, who commented? Yeah, you guys the gays.
Yeah, I think it was Johnny.
Oh,
yeah, that was definitely one of the funny, like one of the funniest moments of this show, man. When dude came in and was like, "Are you guys the gays?"
Like, what is it like? Is that our last name?
Right? No, we're not relatives of late great
Marvin and them.
Right? You know, but yeah, man. So look, we gotta run. You know what I mean? Because I'm sure this brother got to rest up. He got a long day tomorrow. So do I. It's my mother-in-law's birthday tomorrow. So happy birthday, Mimi. You know what I mean? I know you're not gonna sit for an hour of time fully to see it, so I'll just send her a clip or something.
Yeah, right.
But yeah. So y'all have a good night.
Hope y'all enjoy the show.
Make sure you turn on the the notification so you can be a part of the notification squad. And this is when I bum rush the camera. I was about to say bust rum.
Bust rum. And he's not the one drinking the beer.
I'm tired. Right, so on that note, we're out. Say peace, Sherm.
Peace, peace. What happened to peace?
Peace.